So in Australia, they had a situation where a jihadist gunman took hostages, and now 3 are dead, including the gunman. And it's like this, opportunity for the police state in Australia to look like the heroes. And Australia's seen a major buildup domestically of their police state. It's not just something that's been affecting the United States. A couple things I want to say about this story, though. It's not an easy place to be dark-skinned in Australia. In fact, there were race riots back in the 2003-2004 time period, and a friend of mine that lives in Sydney, she witnessed some of the really insane things that took place, and just a lot of violence between, what you can call the blue-eyed, blonde-haired, and the immigration population. And there were a lot of Muslims attacked, and a lot of things like that. So we've seen major increases in racial tensions in a lot of these other countries outside the United States, Europe included. And what I want to say about this event, there was a drill where they practiced the same scenario in the same particular area where all this went down. And, that's not a theory. There's actually mainstream videos, news reports they've already done on this counterterrorism drill that preceded the real-life activity or the real-world event. And this is also something that's being utilized, unfortunately, to demonize people that are critical of torture, critical of the occupation, critical of the murder of millions of innocent civilians in Iraq and Afghanistan. They're having these actors coming out, these jihadists that are going over all the talking points that they want them to go over and say. And so one could interpret this to be a pretty scary thing, where they are marginalizing people that are against torture and occupation as terrorists. It's not a new thing, but we're seeing it go to the next level. And any common sense individual would look at this and go, well, where is this going to head? And what is this going to mean for people that have been standing against all the evils, making a stand against the torture and injustices? It's a disturbing time. It's a time that requires courage, bravery, and a knowingness that one is involved in the right things. And that's a personal thing. That's something for you to work out for yourself, and that's something that I myself have had to work out in my lifetime, and I believe that I'm doing the right thing. And sometimes it's important that we do the right thing regardless of the propaganda that we're seeing, and this is some really intense propaganda where they're trying to associate terrorists with those that are against occupation, and that's probably one of the most chilling factors about this whole situation that's unfolding in Sydney, Australia. Not just the fact that there was a drill beforehand. At least we have mainstream admissions, we have ABC News reports, we have things like that to show that, yes, in fact, this did happen. It's not just having, a 10-second clip saying that FEMA was in New York on the day before 9/11. It's a more detailed clip, so that part's good. But what's concerning is how Muslims are going to be treated after this, how people that are against the wars are going to be treated after this, and all of these other things, this changes we're going to see in Australia with the expansion of their police state, and also involvement of the Australian troops in Afghanistan and elsewhere in the world. This manufactured event is being created to associate those that are against invasion with terrorism. So this is definitely a major propaganda move on the part of the controllers. At the same time, it's important to be brave and realize that it's propaganda that's been designed to frighten people into never saying anything. And it's something that we need to meditate on, and it's something that we need to think about and be aware of.